Cyberbullying. So cyberbullying is similar to bullying in the real world, which I assume all of you guys know about. So when we talk about things online, we often don't take into the fact that there's someone at the other end of that screen who's listening or viewing the messages that we're saying. And oftentimes, if that message is a hurtful one, they'll be taking that in a negative way and it'll end up hurting their mental and emotional state. Then there's also social media hacking. So this is when malicious intenders online will access your social media account and then send messages to everyone in your contacts list, trying to take your data or send messages saying, asking for money from friends or family. So this happened recently to my mother as well. So recently her Instagram account got hacked and someone sent messages to all of her friends and contacts saying, I need X amount of money from you for this reason. But luckily for her, one of her close friends found this and told her about it. And she immediately posted on all her socials telling people not to believe this and that this was just a scam. So she took care of it. But unfortunately, that's not what happens all the time. And then if any of you also wanted to spread awareness about this and become an ambassador like me, you can always reach out to my email, which I listed over here. And I'll also be sharing these slides, so if you ever wanted to reach out to me, you can always just ask one of your admins and they'll be able to tell you my email. Oh, so how do you know if you've been hacked? Main things are, keep an eye out for suspicious activity and any specific emails that are sent to you about your account being hacked. So those are two really good ways to know if you've been hacked or not.
We are very much inspired with today's sessions. We are aware and your program made us aware. The cyberscan hacks and crime, how to protect our mobiles and not to share passwords for unknown calls. We are going to inform parents, grandparents, surroundings. Thank you.
With huge round of applause.
Okay, so now for the game. So it's a true or false question. When you delete a photo from social media, is it gone permanently? What do you guys think? Oh, good. Yeah. So it's false because even if you delete it, it doesn't mean that it's always gone. A lot of times companies store these on their databases and that you can almost never access them. And in addition to that, you have no control of who took a picture of that post you made. So it could always be on someone else's device without you knowing about it. So, good job. And then here's another question. You can always believe everything that's posted on the internet. What if it's endorsed by a celebrity or someone famous? Good. Yeah, because a lot of times, even famous celebrities don't always know if something is true or false. I'll give an example here too. A famous Dallas basketball player named Kyrie Irving, a few years back, he believed that the earth was flat, which I'm pretty sure all of us here know that it's not. But he convinced his entire fan base that the earth was flat, and for 2 years, they believed him. And that was obviously not true. So when he realized the truth, he had to convince his entire fan base that he was wrong. And people still believe his, everything he told them about the earth being flat today. So it's a pretty big issue.
So
Yeah, exactly. That's a really good
And
point.
always cover your webcam.
Yeah, good idea.
Secure, is there any chance of getting hacked?
Sorry.
Even though we are very secured, is there any chance of getting hacked?
Your person, but there's always a very small chance, but it's taking these steps that help reduce that chance. So instead of being somewhere like 90%, it might be all the way down to like 10%. So very small risk. So.
We are happy to present Memento for our students.
But at the same time, we should know our limits. That is very, very important. And we should know the safety, cyber safety also we should know. As per that, we should move on. Okay, again, I thank and appreciate Mr. Master Raj for taking this topic. Thank you.
Was the session? So, how many of you gained knowledge regarding this cyber security? Okay, thanks, Shruti. And what are the different types of cyber crimes? And what are the 2 ways of precautions to be taken? And also how we have to be aware with the cyber security in future and as well as by using the socials. Good.
I reflect that in my opinion, these forms help me a lot to know about what we are using in our daily life, for what purpose. Is it important to use internet in our daily life? It even reflects my own life and I even reflected with my friends even. Thank you.
Like Instagram and others.
Yes, social media like Instagram, how it is going to affect you negatively?
By adapting and posting personal pictures in the
Yes, personal information. If you post personal information,
bad influence of the internet, their mind becomes like that and their mind will also becomes like that.
yes, their brain is still in a developing stage.
You know, today we have a very special guest.
Yes.
Yes, and very proud alumnus of our school. You know that? He studied in our school 3 years back. Do you remember him?
Yes, ma'am.
And he traveled from all the way from USA to spread awareness about cyber security among all the children. Of course, even we too, after doing survey, we also got some knowledge. But digital age, we are facing cyber security problem.
He is studying in Greenfield School, Texas. He is from Texas, is it? USA. Okay. He is studying in which class? Class 10. I think some of the class 10 students might be his classmates.
Okay, and now on to some takeaways from the survey. So about 50% of students are knowledgeable about asking permission before posting fresh photos online. So that's something that's really good because oftentimes when we share a picture of a friend without their permission, it might have some details that they don't want to be posted online. And when we're taking their permission before sharing, we're acknowledging that we are respectful of their boundaries and other things like that. So it's a really good practice to have to ask your friends before sharing their photos online.
I've got to know.
Yeah.
Hackers, instead of stealing your accounts, they just take note of your session ID. Just hack up your session ID, and through that session ID, they can access what are your browsing, your accounts, everything. They don't need the password. The session
Yeah.
ID is enough. So now, how to prevent hackers from getting that session ID? Because this recently happened with me.
Okay, so what in that case, well, they're trying data, right? So what you want to do is try to, like, if possible, you could try switching like devices or other things. But one thing you could also do is just try to install maybe like antivirus or other things like that. Because I think from what I'm hearing, it sounds like a form of maybe not ransomware, but a form of malware that's just viewing all your data. So antivirus would probably be the best bet for you. But it might be something else, I'm not sure.
Yes, because I've searched it up on various sources.
Okay, yeah.
This is like a new type of scam. Like they just steal your session ID. There's no in your account that to stop it, please let me know.
Yeah, I will. So a lot of these scams and a lot of new types of online things are coming, which we probably are still trying to find ways to fight off. So whenever like solutions to this will come, we'll let you know. But as of right now, your antivirus and other things like these best practices are probably your best bet.
Thank you.
Yeah.
My brother's computer got attacked by a virus. He downloaded an antivirus but it didn't work.
Okay, so some as well. So it's still always a good idea to have this antivirus, but we also want to be like using our own mind to scan through what type of files we're downloading. Because sometimes it might be like a suspicious file or something like that, that it might bypass the antivirus, but sometimes like our own human intellect or like knowledge will be able to see that it's a scam and not exactly like a safe thing to download. So